The first to bring you the hottest DJ gear on the planet. You're watching coverage of Winter NAMM 2016. We are agiprodj.com.
What's up, everybody? Ty from AGI Pro DJ here at NAMM 2016. I'm hanging out in the Pioneer DJ booth with Lars.
What's up, Ty?
Not much, man. How are you doing?
Good. Another year, another NAMM.
Another year, another NAMM. So we're going to check out the CDJ-2000NSX2, brand new, hot to the market. And I'm going to hand this mic over to Lars, and he's going to take it over.
Thank you. The new top-of-the-line CDJ is always my favorite product to work on. So we've been developing this for a few years now, and there's a lot of new features that I'm excited to show you. So the first thing you're going to notice is the screen is now in color. So let me get some audio up in here. So you can zoom in, zoom out. You can see right here, this is color. The bottom waveform is also in color. You need Rekordbox 4.1 for this to work. We're launching Rekordbox 4.1 in a few weeks. Then the other thing you might notice here is we now have 8 hot cues. Before we had 3, so now we have 2 banks of 4. This is bank 1. This is bank 2. Also, setting a hot cue is new. Before you had to go into record mode, exit record mode, play. Now you simply press it once to record, press it again to play. Then this over here is the slip reverse. That gives you a quick reverse, a temporary reverse, but the track keeps on playing underneath so you don't lose your groove, you don't lose your rhythm. The screen is about 1 inch bigger than previously. It's also a touch screen now, so if I wanted to exit my loops, I simply press loop mode and set a loop like this, cut it like this. I can also very easily set a 4-beat loop by pressing this button. This is sort of an emergency loop. That is a feature we had on the CDJ-2000. We did not have on the CDJ-2000 Nexus, so due to popular demand, we brought that back. If you go into slip mode, you can access your loops this way. Now you got slip rolls. And this right here is the phase meter. We now have an improved phase meter, so you simply press on it, and you can now see exactly how the 2 tracks compare. So the other track is my master track. That's what you see up top. So now the beat match, I can see right there. I just need to slow this one down a little bit, and now they line up nicely, and I know my tracks are beat matched. The shortcut menu is new. It gives you quick access to a QWERTY keyboard. So with this, you can very easily and quickly search for your tracks and for your artists. Other things you can do in the shortcut menu is quickly access your playlists and quickly access your tracks. And once you're in here, you can of course sort them by BPM or by artist name or by date added or all those types of things. You can also change the color of your waveform in here from blue to RGB. And you can also adjust the quantized beat value now. On the previous player, you only had 1 as your quantized beat value. You can now cut that in half or even down to a quarter or an eighth. So when you set a loop or you set a hot cue, it's going to correspond to the beat value that you set in here. You can also change your phase meter in there, as I demonstrated earlier. The track filter is a new feature, and for all these features, of course, you need to use Rekordbox. There's a number of things you can do here. So for example, you can say, hey, only show me tracks that are 128 BPM plus minus 6%, or that are in the key of A flat or a related key, or that have 3 or 4 stars, or a certain color combination, or a certain color code. You have checkboxes here. Additionally, if you go to My Tag, you have the ability to look for music depending on how you tag them with components or situations. So for example, if you want to, for the next 30 minutes, only play dark percussive after hours tracks, you can very easily do that now. Even if you show up with an external hard drive with 2 terabytes of music, you can very easily narrow it down to something as specific as that. So right now you're looking at components, and then here situations might be peak time or after hours. The sound quality is much improved. It can now output 96K 24-bit files, so this supports high-resolution audio, and it also supports FLAC and ALAC as file formats. FLAC and ALAC are, of course, lossless compression formats, so when you are playing those 96K 24-bit files, they're not going to take up too much space on your stick or on your external hard drive. So there's two more things I want to show you really quick on the CDJ-2000 Nexus. You can see right here the name of the track is Gecko. If I get within 16 bars of the next cue point, it'll change to after drop, because that's what I named that cue point. So that really helps you performing mixes. You can name your intros, where the kick comes in, the bass comes in, where the snare comes in, where the vocal comes in, where your outro is located, all those types of things. And the other thing is, you can now connect a DDG-SP1 to your CDJ. It's a very simple USB connection, so USB-B to USB Type-A connection right here. That allows you to use the DDG-SP1 for rolls, for slip rolls, and also for your hot cues. So you can see right here, this track has 4 hot cues. So these hot cues correspond with the 4 you see up here. And what the SP1 allows you to do is, gives you access to all your 8 hot cues at the same time. Here you have access to 4 at the time, but I can't really go from B to F without changing banks. So here I can do that. So I just set new hot cues right there. So now I can jump. And then if I go over to roll, can use that to set loops. And if I turn slip mode on, I can perform slip rolls. So that's a quick overview of the CDJ-2000 Nexus 2. Going to be available in February. This is Lars at Pioneer DJ signing off at the Winter NAMM show.